On October 13, 1977, Lufthansa Flight 181 took off from Palma in the Balearic Islands heading to Germany. It was a routine flight until it reached the French Mediterranean coast. Suddenly, 4 terrorists from the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine stood up, armed with weapons, and took control of the plane. The terrorists stormed the cockpit, ordering the pilot to redirect the plane to Fiumicino Airport in Rome. This marked the beginning of our harrowing journey across multiple countries filled with tension and danger. After refueling in Rome, the hijackers immediately forced the plane to take off again, this time heading towards Cyprus. The stop in Cyprus was brief, but it was only the second in a series of many that lay ahead. Upon reaching Beirut, the situation grew more complicated as the plane was denied permission to land. This forced the hijackers to seek an alternative location for refueling. They targeted Bahrain next, but their hopes were dashed when they found the runway blocked, preventing them from landing. With fuel running dangerously low, the hijackers faced a critical situation. Desperation set in as the hijackers had no choice but to make an unannounced landing in Dubai. The unplanned landing came without permission, highlighting the gravity of their fuel shortage. In Dubai, the terrorists made their first demands. They wanted the release of fellow militants who were in prison in Turkey and Germany. If their demands were not met, they threatened to blow up the plane. The alarming news quickly spread around the world, causing great concern. In response, a team of German GSG9 operators got ready to go to Dubai. GSG9 is a special police unit trained to handle such dangerous situations. At the same time, the British Special Air Service, or SAS, received orders to send 2 of their experts to help the Germans. These 2 SAS troopers, Major Alistair Morrison and Major Barry Davies, were highly skilled in hostage rescue operations. They immediately traveled to Germany to join the GSG9 team. The SAS troopers arrived in Germany and immediately began drawing up multiple assault plans. Using their extensive training in aircraft hostage rescues, they considered various scenarios to ensure a successful operation. Their expense was crucial as they devised strategies to storm the plane without risking the lives of the hostages. After thorough planning, they joined the GSG9 team in Dubai to coordinate their efforts on the ground. Meanwhile, Captain Jürgen Schumann, the pilot of the hijacked plane, showed a remarkable presence of mind. During a smoke break, he cleverly dropped a signal on the tarmac. 4 cigarettes, 2 long and 2 short, representing the 2 male and 2 female hijackers on board. This vital piece of information was quickly noticed by the surveillance team and provided the rescue team with a clearer understanding of the situation inside the aircraft, allowing them to tailor their approach accordingly. In Dubai, the rescue team trained rigorously on a similar Boeing 737 to prepare for any possible scenario. They practiced boarding the plane, securing the hostages, and neutralizing the hijackers, aiming for flawless execution. However, their plans were abruptly disrupted when the hijacked plane suddenly took off again. In a tragic loss of events, Captain Schumann was shot dead by the terrorist leader Zohair Yusuf al-Kach, who had adopted the name Captain Martyr Mahmoud. This left the co-pilot Jürgen Wieder to manage the flight. Despite this devastating loss, the rescue team remained determined to carry out their mission and save the hostages. They quickly regrouped and adapted their plans, ready to respond to the unfolding crisis. Determined to save the hostages, the GSG9 and SAS operators boarded their plane and gave chase. Both planes landed in Mogadishu, Somalia, just minutes apart. The rescue team quickly moved to a nearby hangar to finalize their plan. The order from Germany was clear. The plane must not leave Somalia, and a rescue mission was to be executed immediately. As night fell, the team made their final preparations. The rescue team made their way to the airport from the rear before splitting off into 6 groups and positioned themselves around the plane, placing ladders up to the doors and wings. The plan began with a distraction. A local Somali unit set off an explosion near the front of the plane. At that moment, all 6 doors were breached and stun grenades were thrown inside to disorient the terrorists. The rescue teams entered from all sides, quickly neutralizing one of the hijackers. Amid the chaos, hostages started evacuating onto the wings into the waiting arms of the operators. Suddenly, another terrorist appeared holding 2 hand grenades. He was swiftly shot, but the grenades went off, causing minor injuries to one of the flight crew. The team pressed on, and moments later, they confronted Zohair Yusuf Akach. He raised his weapon, but was instantly shot dead by the operators. With 3 hijackers neutralized, the rescue team had begun a meticulous search for the 4th. They carefully checked each hostage, ensuring the terrorist hadn't disguised himself among them. Eventually, the final hijacker emerged from hiding, brandishing a handgun. However, before he could fire, the vigilant GSG9 operators swiftly took him down, successfully neutralizing the threat and securing the safety of all hostages. Remarkably, all 92 passengers and crew were rescued unharmed during the daring operation. The terrorists were either killed or captured, bringing the hijacking to a decisive end. Following medical checks to ensure everyone was safe, the hostages and rescue operators boarded the plane used by the rescue team and flew back to Germany. Upon arrival, the media's attention was solely on the relieved and grateful hostages. Amidst the commotion, the GSG9 and SAS operators quietly slipped away, their mission successfully completed, and returned to their respective bases, leaving the spotlight to those they had bravely saved. We hope you enjoyed this incredible story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below on what you'd like to see next. Thanks a lot for watching.